Today in the Zone, it's officially spring, and our spring sports teams are preparing to get back on the field, court, and track.
So get ready. Our special Lincoln Sports Zone Spring Sports Preview starts now. And welcome to this special edition of the Lincoln Sports Zone. I'm Mia Sammons.
And I'm Juju Grubich. Spring break has arrived for the students at Lincoln, and that means the spring sports seasons are ready to take off.
So today we are going to check in with all of our spring sports teams in this spring sports preview show.
That includes boys and girls track and lacrosse,
along with baseball, softball, boys volleyball, and boys tennis.
So let's get started.
First, it's our varsity baseball team.
The baseball team is preparing harder than ever for this year's season since they were not able to have a season last year.
The varsity team has had to develop new team chemistry and also learn how to play with new kids.
Zach Marzetts is the only returning varsity player this year. Here he is to tell us more about his expectations as a team captain.
As a captain this year, and the expectations are for us to go out and win OCCs and go on to make a deep run into the tournament. It's something new for sure. I'm not used to being the leader, but I'm ready to take it on this year and let's go win some ball games.
So we've been practicing every single day for the past 4 or 5 months. So we're just getting back into it and we're ready to start. The chemistry this year is better than it's ever been before. I've been with these guys for the past 3 years. These seniors, we have a lot of seniors and juniors on the team.
Thanks, Zach. Now let's switch diamonds to softball.
Last year, just like every other sport, the girls' softball season was never played due to COVID.
The girls have been working non-stop all off-season and are planning on making a big comeback this season.
This year, they have a young core of talented mix with some experience.
Coach Campy says they also have 3 legit pitchers that will take the rubber this season. We sent Allison Shepard over to the softball field.
Here's Allison.
Varsity softball is back, and the Lions are hoping to win the district champion for the 11th time in 13 years, and it took a long time to get to this point. After COVID wiped out last season, the girls are excited to be back on the field.
It's definitely hard because my sophomore year we lost 8 seniors, and then we didn't get to have a season last year, so it's definitely hard to rally us back up. But I think we're doing really well, especially for most of the girls being new.
I'm very ecstatic. It was really heartbreaking to have junior season canceled, so to have my last final senior season, it's really amazing.
Obviously, it was very, very difficult not to play last year. I've been doing this as a head coach here at Gehenna, this is my 21st year. So if you kind of look at it as losing a whole season, it was tough. It was tough on me. It was tough on our players, especially our seniors from last year who technically missed everything that seniors are supposed to be doing at this time of year. It's difficult on the younger kids because they wanted to have a good year for their seniors and they just didn't have the opportunity to do that.
But they definitely will now, and the team is young and inexperienced after losing an entire season. This is Gehenna and this is softball, so the expectations are always high, but there is still a lot of work to do.
We got a long way to go. So in reality, what you're talking about is 2 freshman classes because our sophomores have never been with us. We talk about speed kills and it's one of those things where we can throw a bunch of kids at you that flat out fly, and that puts a lot of pressure on other defenses. So I think both of those are strengths.
Having lost last year's season due to COVID, it's hard to tell how good the girls can be, but the girls and the coach are very confident about this year's season.
It's going to take a lot of teamwork, cooperation, hard work, athleticism, putting it all together at the right moments.
The team's looking really well this year, and I feel like we can go super far with districts, regionals, and states this year.
We're hoping to win all games as much as possible, become district champions, and we want to be state champions.
Hopefully we make it to state this year, but I just really hope that we're able to push through and
definitely compete with like the tougher teams that we play this year.
We expect to be good. We always want to win 20 games. We always want to win our league. The big thing is I want to see our kids improve from game to game.
And look at their first chance to start that improvement when they officially open the season on Tuesday against Olentangy Berlin. And who knows, the season could last well into May or maybe even into the first week of June up in Akron. I'm Allison Shepard, in the zone.
Thanks, Allison. The girls' track team is starting off strong this outdoor season. They are led by 4 seniors who have known each other for a while. They all were in Coach Whitaker's 5th grade class. They are looking to get far this season in the tournament. They haven't competed outside since June 2019, so they are ready to step out on the track at their opener this Saturday. Here are a few athletes to talk about their goals and the excitement before they start.
I'm really excited to have an outdoor season this year. It was pretty rough getting it taken away last year, especially because I was hurt in indoor, and I was really looking forward to outdoor, but it makes it even more sweet this year getting to do it with my fellow seniors and all my best friends on the team, and I'm really excited to go out there and chase some championships.
Personally, my goals for long jump are to hit an 18.5 or higher, and then for high jump to do a 5.2 or higher. But for the team, I want us to win states and actually have a season this year.
My goal for this season is just to have a clean season without many mistakes because I didn't have my outdoor season last year, and to make it to state for hurdles and maybe a relay.
Thanks, girls, and good luck. Now let's stay on the track but switch to the boys' track team. The boys' track and field team is working harder than ever as the beginning of their outdoor track and field season begins. After an incredible indoor track season, the boys' team has high hopes for their upcoming season and are working hard to mirror their indoor season's performance with the help of some promising new underclassmen. Here are Mondre Curry and Ron Blackman with their goals for the season.
As a team and individually, we're putting our all into every drill we do in practice 4 days a week. And then we're taking care of our bodies when we get home, hydration, stretching, all that stuff. I think we would be really good. State final, and I think we can win it. We've been working real hard. We've gotten together well. We've done some team bonding stuff. So we're pretty tight as a team, and we've been putting in that work.
Yes, being a bigger role model is also, was also pushing on everybody, from a mental standpoint, just to go harder. And, coming from a lot of underclassmen, I see a lot of greatness in them. Our goal is obviously is to make it to states and hopefully place first. Just trusting the process of what coach is saying, coach is teaching us, just to get better as a whole team.
Thanks, guys. We'd like to now talk about lacrosse. Who better to do it than a lacrosse player? Josh Knuckles joins us now. Hey, Josh.
Hello, Juju. The girls lacrosse team is gearing up for their season ahead. The team contains 9 returning seniors that are very excited to play one more season. The goalie for the team is Haley Mahern, and during her sophomore career, she broke 2 records, most saves in a game and in a season. However, the talent doesn't stop there. The girls have many talented players ranging from freshmen to seniors, which will greatly benefit them because they currently have 7 players injured. Despite the injuries, the players are very excited to play. Here are Emily Burkhart and Kendall Barker to talk more about the team.
I'm just happy that it's my senior year, and we honestly have been working so well together the past couple games. The first 2 games we started off with a rough start, but we finally found our groove on our first actual official game. So I'm hoping we keep undefeated and that everyone keeps working together. So I think our team culture is actually starting to get together a lot more. We have become better friends, and we actually started listening to each other and taking advice.
Well, first off, I'm excited to actually have a season since COVID canceled our season last year, but we have a really talented and optimistic freshman class coming in, so I'm excited to see how they develop this season. When I eventually leave, we're still going to have a lacrosse program, obviously, so I'm just excited to leave a legacy and have everyone working hard.
Thanks, ladies. One talented Lion who will be missing from the starting lineup is Kenzie Strebe. She took a nasty fall, which ended up breaking her wrist in 2 different places. This could be a great loss for the team because she is a top goal scorer. However, it just means that someone or many on the team will need to step up. But who? Here's Kenzie Strebe talking about how it feels to be out and who she thinks will step up.
Well, it sucked considering last year we weren't able to have a season with the virus. And now this year I'm also out again, so it was really It was more upsetting than the actual pain in my wrist. We have another junior, her name's Kendall Barker. She recently committed D1, so we're really expecting her to step it up, especially this year. And we have a few freshmen who have played club, and they played really well in middle school, so we're hoping they're going to step up and play really well. And obviously our captains and our seniors, they're all great leaders, and I expect a lot out of them. I'm really excited to see how they play.
Thanks, Kenzie. We had an in-depth preview of the boys lacrosse season in the last Sports Zone, but we want to talk about the team again. Our Gahanna boys lacrosse team is looking for a win this weekend as they travel to Toledo to face off against St. John's. The team's new coaching staff has been getting them prepared since January, and now it's time to show what all their hard work has been for. A win tomorrow will be a huge boost for the lacrosse team, and the boys are more than excited for the road trip. And that's a look at the lacrosse season.
Thanks, Josh. Like tennis, the boys volleyball team plays in a different season than the girls. The girls play in the fall, and now the guys are getting ready for their spring season.
Now let's head inside the gym where the boys volleyball team is getting ready.
Despite not having a season last year, the volleyball team still works hard over the summer.
A lot of people did club volleyball, and people play sand over the summer. And we kind of like all keep in contact, like the team and all.
When we came back and had this season, everybody seasoned like we had it. It's crazy to see how much people were willing to improve on their own. We all love the sport, so regardless of what happened, maybe it made us better than what we would have been if we had that season.
Just like the other teams here at Lincoln, the boys volleyball team did not have a season last year.
I think we're going to be pretty solid this year, so it's just good to get back into it. I mean, we're coming back strong.
Day by day. I mean, I know that's a very typical answer. Our goal is to get in the gym and get better every day. We talk about 1%. If we can do that every day, exponentially, we're going to be there. We're in a new OCC conference this year, so it's going to be a little bit, different than what we've been in the past. We are the defending OCC champions, so we need to continue that tradition. We like to say tradition never graduates here.
Even though they haven't played for a year, the bonding and brotherhood of the team is still there.
Brotherhood is a great way of describing it. They hold each other accountable, and we always talk about how it's so much more fun to beat your friend than it is to beat your enemies, the sports you love, and they love to compete against each other. So, and that's just, intrinsic bond that they've all had. And those are uncoachables. They have it amongst themselves.
And they'll be able to put their bond and brotherhood to the test on Monday for the opening home game against Hartley. I'm Michael Benson, in the zone.
Thanks, Benson, and good luck to our volleyball team. The game of tennis is often overlooked, but it actually requires a lot of skill and athleticism. And our boys tennis team sure does have that. They're coming back to back OCC championships, which is very impressive. They have 5 returning seniors this year, along with some very talented underclassmen. The team is preparing for the upcoming season after last year's cancellation, and they're feeling very optimistic.
Hopefully we'll win OCCs this year. Not last year, it'll be pretty fun because we've won it every single time I've played. Every year, so yeah.
Did they give a reason why? I mean, basically we're out here at practice every day, trying to get a lot of shots in and sort of get warmed back up after the winter where we probably can't play as much and get used to some of the conditions like the wind and stuff that we're going to be playing in, especially since we didn't get to play last year either. So.
Thanks, guys. Now it's time for our Pulp Players of the Week.
Normally, this goes to our athletes, but since we are officially between the winter and spring sports seasons, we thought we'd give it to 2 people who are mostly responsible for us having any sports seasons at all this year.
Our winners are Athletic Director Harris and Assistant Athletic Director Gilmore.
They have had to make countless adjustments and tough decisions all year.
They've had to follow state guidelines that have changed constantly, and they've also had to work extra hard to keep our athletes and their families safe.
So you're our Pulp Players of the Week and win a free smoothie from Pulp Juice and Smoothie Bar.
Stop down to the TV studio to pick up your gift card from Mr. Lowry.
Well, that's a look at the upcoming spring sports seasons at Lincoln High School.
Good luck to all of our teams who are playing while we are away on spring break.
We'll see you again after the break.
Bye.